Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Intro the Game. Today we're gonna take a look at a game called Tribes Ascend by Hi-Rez Studios. You should know about them because I already made a video about a game that they're making, Smite. If you haven't watched it yet, go click the annotation on the screen right now and it will bring you to that video. Anyways, Tribes Ascend came out in April, but just about a week ago it came on Steam. So, what is Tribes Ascend? Tribes Ascend is a sequel to a game called, you guessed it, Tribes, developed by Dynamix. Dynamix is a game company that made game around in the 80s, 90s, so you probably don't know about them. But in the style of the first game, Tribes Ascend is a high-skill, fast shooter that is quite different from all the other shooters you're getting right now on the market, these so-called pseudo-military realistic shooters. But we will talk about more the gameplay and how the game works a bit later on. Now let's look at the settings. Let's see what we have. For graphic details, we have the usual below to max, and for video we have, you can choose screen type, very important because I like to run my games in borderless, and resolution of course, and you can change that 1080p, 720p, whatever you want. VSync, frame smoothing, motion blur. Some people don't like it, others do. It's always good to have an option to have it or not have it. Then for audio we have the usual, and for gameplay here is the most important one, I think, FOV. For all first-person shooters I want to have an FOV options because I get headaches if it's lower than like 80s, and so I like it when I can change it, and 90s is what I go for, but you can change it from 60 to 120. You choose. 90s is for me. Everything else is good to have. Options are always good in games, that's what I think. HUD, you can choose what you want to see on your interface. Key bindings, you can change any key binding, always good to have this option. And notifications, if you want to see when friends log in or not, private chat. And regions, choose in which servers you want to play. I'm in Europe, so I play in this one. And that's it. Let's now jump into the game. The primary movement mechanics is probably what differentiates this game more from other shooters of this era. In this game, you don't run. Well, you can run, but you can also slide, and it's a lot better if you slide. You can gain a lot of speed by sliding down hills, and since you have a jetpack, you want to not lose that speed by using it to go up hills. For new players, I would recommend doing the tutorials first because this mechanic is not as simple as it looks. Let's now talk about the game modes. Tribes has 4 different game modes right now, but they might implement more in later patches. Now we have Team Deathmatch, Arena, Capture and Hold, and the most played, Capture the Flag. For the units, there are 2 factions and 9 classes. 3 are light, 3 are medium, and 3 are heavy. I don't think I need to explain to you what the game modes are, so let's talk about what classes I like to play in those game modes. In Capture the Flag, I like to play with the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder is a light class that specializes in going crazy fast and capping the flag. The Pathfinder is the class that has the most movement. He is able to gain speed in more than one way. Of course, he has the usual slide downhill way, and also, since each class has a pack, he has a Thruster as one of his packs. The Thruster lets him gain a lot of speed really fast. The other ways would be his Utility Belt that has an Impact Nitro that allows him to gain a lot of speed when he throws it behind him, and it doesn't really do a lot of damage, so that's fine for him. And also, he can actually shoot his Spin Fuser behind him, but that does quite a bit of damage, but you know, if you want a little bit more speed, that's one way to do it. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, the Spin Fuser is the most famous weapon of Tribes. Also, I should notice to you that each class can have 2 perks, and for the Pathfinder, I like to use Egocentric, that lets him take less damage from his own attacks. Also use Reach, that lets you reach farther away to get the flag. Another important thing is do not use the latest methods I told you to gain speed when you already have the flag. If you throw an Impact Nitron close to you, you will actually drop the flag, and if you use the Spin Fuser to gain speed, you will lose health, and with all the enemy team trying to attack you, losing health is the last thing you want. The other light classes are the Sentinel, which is a sniper, and the Infiltrator. I also like to use the Infiltrator and Capture the Flag because he's good at destroying the enemy generator. which will shut down all the enemy defenses like the turrets, the radars, and also they won't be able to summon new vehicles. In Team Deathmatch, I usually use the Soldier. The Soldier is what you would call a jack of all trades. He's a medium class and he can do basically anything, but he doesn't excel in any of the things he does. The other medium classes are the Technician, which is good at base repairs since he has an improved repair gun and he can place turrets to defend the base. Oh, also he can repair vehicles because there are vehicles in the game. And the last medium class is the Raider. He specializes in destroying enemy defenses with his high damage attacks, but he's also good in combat. In Capture and Hold, I like to use the Juggernaut, a heavy class, because if I find a good point to hold, maybe indoor, with his area of effect weapons, he kills everything. The other heavy classes are the Doombringer and the Brute. All heavy classes specialize in base defense. With their high life and slow movement, that's their perfect role. During these 3 modes, you can use special callings, paying with the credits you earn by playing well. What I usually do is wait till I have 10,000 credits and then call in an Orbital Strike, the strongest of them all. The other call-ins are the Tactical Strike and the call down of a supply station. Arena is the last mode, and it's actually the one I like the least. Here, your team has a set amount of lives, and all you do is kill each other's. But I don't like it because the maps are very small and you can't get a lot of speed, so I don't play them a lot. Tribes also has vehicles. The Beowulf, which is a tank, the Strike, which is a flying craft, and the Grav Cycle, which is a motorcycle. The Grav Cycles is used to move faster on the map, thanks to its high speed. The Strike is used for air attacks and the Beowulf is usually used for defense, but it can also be used for attack. So, what I like about this game is the speed. Yes, you can go past 200 kilometers an hour and even more with some of your characters. Also, the graphics are really nice. And for the mechanics, most weapons are non-hit scan, meaning that when you shoot, you generate a projectile that has properties like speed, direction, and also drop-off on some weapons. Because of this, there are a lot of factors you have to take in consideration when you shoot. Your speed, your enemy speed, the projectile speed that is different for some weapons, the drop-offs. So hitting someone is not always simple, but this is what makes it fun. Well, also there are hit-scan weapons, but they're just the sniper rifles and the pistols. Now, I should probably talk about what I do not like about this game. There are only a few problems I have, and one is the price of some weapons. It's too high. I played for like a good 30 hours, but I still haven't unlocked all the classes, all the weapons, and all the perks. In the latest patch, they've sort of addressed this problem by making so that the weapons upgrade themselves when you use them, but the prices are still really high on the experience. The other problem is that some weapons are simply better than others. All classes have like 5, 6, 7 weapons that they can choose from, but some are just better. Hi-Rez doesn't seem to be really good at balancing weapons, but they try. Every patch they sort of balance them a little bit more, and I hope that at the end they will be good. As a final thing, I gotta say, give this game a try. Even if you don't like shooters, this is totally different. The feel that it gives you, it's completely different, believe me. I don't like shooters, modern shooters, but this game, I love it. Also, the combat is fast, the graphics are beautiful, and I enjoy every minute of it. I will include a link in the description where you can make a free account. Give it a shot. It's free. And now it comes to the part of the show where I give something away, and today it's a free copy of Zotic. Zotic is a score attack game in a futuristic style. I really like it, so I want to give it to some of you. To enter the contest, all you need to do is be subscribed and leave a comment, the usual. Also, don't forget to like and share the videos with your friends if you liked it, because it really helps, and dislike it if you didn't like it, and tell me why. Anyways, thanks all for watching. My name has been Gokalex, and I hope I'll see you again on the next episode of Intro the Game.